Okay, guys, part two. I hope I can figure out how to put these things together. Let me just tell you that because I'm real bad. I'm real. I shouldn't have this narrative, but I'm just not great with technology. Um, my landlord just called and let me know the plumbers were coming at 9, which I figured they were. That's a whole nother thing, guys. Okay. The communication breakdown. I am a property manager. Oh my God. Can I just tell you? So I try to spare people like a mass text, a group text. I just, it's annoying. No one likes them. There is one person who has special circumstances, okay? Where they have someone else kind of in charge of their money and situation. It's fine. It's fine. But I try to just treat them on a group text like everyone else because I'm not trying to spill their situation to everyone, okay? And they don't know what's appropriate. And also, I learned. I kind of had a feeling they were a little mentally, um, yeah, just not all there. I'm trying to be as kind as I can. Okay, they're just not all there. But it was quite clear this past week they probably shouldn't even be in an apartment, guys. They should probably be in a place where someone is monitoring them. Because when I tell you that they get angry for no reason, they get angry at communication at them. They it's quite obvious someone's yelling at you through text. This is the kind of thing. This is the kind of thing. And meanwhile, I have these other people, and some people know me better than others. I mean, some people in my building I've literally met like one time, and in like 4 years that I've been here. And I don't know what they think of me. I have no clue. And so I'm trying not to come off as a complete cold bitch to this person on a group text, but like she just doesn't know when to say when and like when to stop. And uh, I, I don't know. I was going insane and I was very irritated. And can I just say, this was so affirming to me. So after, I know this is probably annoying because I'm like not going into detail. I'm trying to be respectful, but meanwhile, we all know like I don't have the biggest boundaries because I don't really have secrets. Anyway, it was just very affirming to me that I got a call out of the blue from one of my tenants that I have only spoken to once. And by the way, this tenant is a dream. I had to see their apartment once because I had to let the plumber in, who's also coming again today. So I'm going to try to like wrap this up. This is going to be a real quick one. And their apartment was so nice. It literally, I mean, I don't live in a dump, but I'm just saying, like, it looked like it was from a different building. Like, you open it and it's The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, right? Like, it's a whole nother fucking world. Like, I was like, are we in a hotel in London right now? Like, does anyone even live here? Does this person even eat? Everything is so pristine and clean. So, when I get this phone call from this person who I have respect for her, okay? And she just starts it off with, first of all, so polite. Hi, Trish. I hope this is an okay time to call. Oh, it is. I'm just cooking. Thank you. And then just says, oh my God. And oh, guys. And this is a person, they're not my age. They're probably more my mother's age or maybe slightly younger, but I I apologize, guys. Sorry. They said, I am so sorry. You have to deal with that. That woman is unhinged. I mean, oh dear. this was wild. I was at work and receiving these group texts, and I was like, oh my goodness, does this woman know when to stop? Guys, I felt so seen. I told this woman I would hug you through the phone right now because I don't know what impression other people are getting when they're on this group text. And I don't know what people are thinking of me. And I'm clearly not a people pleaser. I have a whole episode about that, but obviously, I mean, I don't think anyone wants people to think they're like a crazy bitch. And also because I am the property manager, I don't want them to be scared to like reach out to me if there's an issue. Like, that's my job. That's what I have no problem with is like, there's a problem. I'm going to figure out the appropriate repair person to call or the landlord or whatever. We're going to figure this out. But oh my God, it was just so affirming. It so affirming, so comforting, everything. Also, okay, talk about technology issues. So this happens to me a lot with Mercury retrograde, and I do dismiss things and not take them that seriously because I know it's Mercury retrograde and things are not going to work for no apparent reason, and then they're going to work for no apparent reason. Okay. And then some things just obviously I think they happen for a reason. Someone who it's a resident, okay, who ever since they became a resident really really takes me being friendly as I am here to do you favors. And you want to be friendly, and the first favor is no big deal, and the second favor is no big deal, and then you realize this person is actually I don't think it's asking a favor if you're like relying on someone. If you're just assuming everything's going to be a yes. And also, guys, isn't it weird if you're like, did you with the other person, have you ever had someone where you're like, do you ever notice how I don't ask you for favors? Does that like strike you in any way, But it doesn't. Like this person doesn't feel bad and they just don't like take a hint, they nothing, right? So anyway, they asked if I had a Roku remote for them to borrow. Now, guys, when someone asks you if you have something, but then that they know you have it, you kind of have to, right? I can't say, no, I don't, when they know damn well I do. Okay? So it was a whole thing. They got a new phone. They had to resync their phone with the Roku, which, okay, this is a whole, sorry. I'm just going in spirals and circles. You guys should be used to that. When you know someone who changes their number all the time, they don't have their life together. Not saying that I have my life fully together, but it is abundantly clear they don't have their life together, or they don't know that like there's a block button. I mean, I'm assuming I have an iPhone, not to brag. No, but I'm assuming all phones now have block features, right? So if you're having issues with people and you're messy like that, I think you can just block people. I mean, I've been on dating apps and then talked to people and then found out a little too much and that I didn't want to know more. And then I regretted giving them my number and I just blocked them. And then poof, they're gone. They don't exist. They disappear. Anyway, this was the reason they needed to borrow my Roku remote. Is that they switched their phones. They needed to like resync their phone with they needed to use the remote to have their phone sync to the device. It's a whole thing. Later, I go to use my remote and it doesn't work. And at this point, my old lady ass is in bed. It's like 8:36, probably something like that. And I want to watch my projector and I want to watch something silly and then drift off to sleep. And it doesn't work. And I text them and they go, oh my God, yeah, I noticed. My kids are freaking out. Like the TV's going crazy. Oh my God, that's wild. Yeah, not cool. It's not cool. I tried everything that it said to do to reset this remote. Everything. Changing the batteries, unplugging the projector, plugging it all back in, then restarting, then putting the batteries in. Like everything, guys, wouldn't work. This person then then offers to replace my remote because there's actually an article online that says, "Oh, you might need to just buy a whole new one." What? What? Now, if I knew that that could happen, I would not have let them borrow this. And then I get mad at them because I'm like, why didn't you care that this could happen to me? That's rude. But then they probably didn't know either. But then I'm mad at them because they should have researched if that could happen. But why would they ever think that? I'm just going back and forth. I'm just irritated, right? That someone else's problem has now become my problem. And then they say, "Oh, I'll buy you a new remote. It won't be here till the 16th." Now, guys, this was like early last week. The 16th. This is the age of Amazon Prime. I go, you know what? No, don't. Mine will be here tomorrow. Guys, I get the new one and it doesn't work. It said it was compatible. It was not compatible. But here's the other thing. I did, again, no reason. Eventually, I got the old one to sync. I got the old one to sync. I still have the new one. I'm just leaving it. I have a spare in case, I don't know, for some reason I could figure out how to make that one work. But for the cost of $7, because that's what the new remote cost me, I got rid of this person asking me for favors constantly because they knew I was irritated. I was annoyed. This was after they told me some kind of a messy drama story that I did not need to know. As a property manager, I'd actually like to know less, you know? Um, so this was actually like the straw that broke the camel's back, but also just the straw I can put in my fucking cap, okay? Because then I said, you know what? From now on, I think it's best if we only deal with apartment issues and just keep it on a professional level, no favors, um, no giving me certain herbal things that then you're going to ask for in 2 days. Then just don't give them to me. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You know? So that was great. That was like, maybe this was meant to happen. Was it annoying? Yes. But it was like a good excuse instead of just the excuse of, you're annoying and I'm sick of your constant neediness and drama. Okay. And by the way, I will say this person is a man. And I say this because people think that women are the ones with the drama. No, not in this case. All right. Not this girl. In fact, that is my biggest ick is people with constant drama. That's what it is. Even when I care about them, I get annoyed because, get rid of it. You know what I mean? Like, take action. Some people you can't get rid of right away, but take action. I found out that there was some family drama over the holidays, and one family member said, I can't believe you haven't told Trisha about this. And they wanted another family member to interrupt my beautiful Christmas with this drama that I could not do anything about. Pause for coffee consumption. Okay. So luckily, I'm just going to say my mom. My mom knew Trisha don't want to hear about it, okay? And then she just told me at a later date during our recent visit. And, you know, I love my family, and this is a very unfortunate situation, but it is the definition. This drama that I heard about is the definition of what, like, Detachment, guys. Detaching with love. I have had to do this. It's the healthiest thing for me. And whenever I get brought back in, because you can't just, I don't want to never talk to my family. Like, that's not it. But I keep it real rare. All right. I do. I make guest appearances. I'm not a constant feature. All right. Because immediately it just like, it was exhausting. It was exhausting. It disturbed my inner peace, probably because I do care. But also, it's just like, what part of you likes this? You know, something. What is this feeding? What is this feeding? It's obviously feeding something. Um, because you tend to notice that if there's ever peace in certain people's lives, they will find something to be upset about. And that's just not me. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't want excitement. I have like two things to do today. All right. Plumber's coming and I got to go get my car. And I it's my day off. I don't even want to do those things. I want to do yoga and make like yummy paleo baked goods and call it a day. That until springtime, guys, like generally, I don't even want to go places. Like I went out to dinner for New Year's, that was great. I'm now good for like 2 months. Like set. Good. And actually during Mercury retrograde, that's like the safest way to be, I think, is just try not to get into too much. All right. This was pretty much a venting sesh about how I'm irritated by everyone and don't bother me with your problems. And if you're a customer, please fucking make a decision, you know, just make a decision. So I'm going to wrap it up because the plumber's about to come. Sorry that this was kind of spiraling and meandering. Also, I am sorry that I can't be more specific with certain things, and yet I still choose to talk about them. But this is what's going on in my life, and it's involving other people. And I'm not a private citizen, but, I guess they are. I'm going to say hunker down for the next couple days and choose your words. And also, what's never a bad decision when you don't know, when you're unsure of your feelings, just don't say anything. Just wait. That is my biggest lesson in communication for Mercury retrograde. You know what? Just wait. All right. I hope you guys are safe. Follow me on TikTok. I haven't made one in a long time, but whatever. Follow me on TikTok at Trisha Kemi. Follow me on Instagram at Trisha Kemi. You can see the yummy food I've been making. And I hope that I have like something just fun to talk to you about next week. Let's manifest that. I'm going to have the best news. There's a whole thing on TikTok about lucky girl syndrome. I've been out of the game. I need to get back in the game, but I do think like what you project comes back to you. So we're all manifesting. Like, I'm going to have the best news to give you guys next week. All right. I can't wait to tell you what it is.